Hello, everybody. Welcome. Good evening. Good Sunday evening. It's Sunday, May 16th. And on the East Coast, it's 8:07. I'm not used to this East Coast stuff. I'm a West Coast person. Good evening to everybody. I'm broadcasting live. We are in North Carolina without any fuel. All the stations, I'll tell you, what a mess here. Just an absolute mess. Oh my goodness, look at all the people we got in the house tonight. We got Steve, Jay, good evening, Rex, four-wheeler camper, Edmund, hello, Lance, Jess Carey, Melody, Larry, Rick Skinner, Doris is in the house, Danny, George Febb, Scott is in the house. Good evening, Melissa in Alaska. Hello, Alaska. Dee's in the house. James, Gary D, Tom Means, Joseph. Good evening, all. We got 81 people watching already. Good evening. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, I jumped on here. You know, it has just been one crazy couple weeks. I've been rained out virtually every day. I finally got 2 days of filming done. And actually, I have some video I'm going to show you here pretty quick. But definitely, I'll tell you all about the. Oop, here we go. Hello from China. Hello. David's in the house. Raymond. Scott. Jeffrey. Paul in Phoenix. Good evening. Punk Otter in Michigan. Hello. Dennis Thomas. Michael Elmore. Yeah, when I left Tennessee, I was in Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg for 5 days, and it rained every single day. Couldn't even get a single hour of video in. I did video in the rain. You're going to see that. And then when I left there a couple days ago, I drove down to Cherokee, North Carolina, and that's where I ran into all the fuel shortage. It's amazing. As soon as I crossed the state line, the fuel was gone. And luckily, the van here, it holds a lot of fuel, and I got pretty big range, and I was able to get some diesel. So then yesterday, I was able to drive, was it Blue Ridge Parkway? And I did almost 100 miles on the Blue Ridge Parkway. So there'll be a couple videos coming about that. I was able to video the, what do they call it? Great Smoky Mountain National Park, and also Cherokee, North Carolina, which is a really nice town. It's like a little park. It's neat. Joseph's in the house. Can you guys hear okay? Is the audio doing good? Give me a yes. Shirley's in the house. Archie from Washington. Kevin S. Tim Shell. Shelly is in the house from Animus, North Dakota. Hello. Jake's in there from Laboria Island, BC. I hope I pronounced that correct. Deb's in the house in Havasu. Michael Elmore. I think I caught everybody. Okay, we have 109 people watching. This is Russ. I'm with RVerTV, broadcasting live from fuelless North Dakota, or North Carolina. These poor people down here, they panic, but it's kind of calmed down. You see cars everywhere. They're getting fuel from somewhere. And I guess on the news stations, they're starting to catch it up. So I guess in a week or two, it'll all be caught up. Who knows? But what it is, it's kind of messing up my travel plans. So I might be giving up on this area and tracking north starting tomorrow. So we'll see. Hey, we got Ted Williams in the house. His audio's perfect. He's in Rogers, Minnesota. Hi, Ted. Mama DW is in the house. 210. Hello. Paul says yes on the audio. Cool. Thomas is in the house from Wisconsin. Mark Owens from Mason, Michigan. Tim Shell. Okay. Good evening to retired Army's in the house. Hello. Okay, I think I caught up with everyone. We have 122 people watching. My name's Russ, and I'm broadcasting live straight out of North Carolina. I'm actually in a RV park in Asheville. And I've been kind of watching Gas Buddy on the phone and kind of clocking where I can get some fuel in the morning. So if I can get fuel, I'm going to go ahead and head north up, I think, to like Virginia and just keep on trucking north. Because up there it seems like they got fuel. Marshall J's in the house. He's now in Grant's RV living with the geezer. Love that name. Vam S. in Phoenix. Good evening. Dave Morgan said, enjoyed the video, especially Nashville. Yeah, Nashville, because I got rained on so much there, I couldn't do too much of the back road stuff. I targeted places where I could be inside, where it wasn't raining. So who knows? Just have to keep on marching. Okay, we got 129 people watching. You guys want to see a video? Give me a yes in the comments. Oh, we got a super chat in. Stephen Brown. Thank you, Stephen Brown. Always a good supporter of the channel. Thank you for the super chat. We have here Meant to Be RVing. Hello. Well, hello to you guys. Good evening to you. Marshall J's in the house. Four-wheeler kit. We got yeses, yeses, yeses. Okay. RV Living with the Geezer says, Rush, your narration on the video is great. Thanks. Boy, we got a lot of yeses. Nick Anderson from Huntsville. Carl Horn's in the house. Good evening. Sandra Casey. Okay, let's play the first video. And if I can find it here. Here it is here. This is rainy Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. This is the RV park I stayed in for 3 nights. Then I went to the food store next day. And I was getting very, very frustrated. Every day, rain, rain, rain. And you think, well, big deal. But when you're inside a van that's cooped up like this, it kind of gets to you. Even in an RV, it'll get to you. So I was determined. I said, okay, rain or shine, I'm going to go out. This is heading south. This is the main drag. Now, these towns are connected. It's like the Tennessee Disneyland of the country. It's got that Dolly World or whatever in it, and every kid thing you could think of. So right up here was the visitor center. I said, okay, I'm going to stop. Right there it says, welcome to Pigeon Forge. Well, guess what? They were closed. Okay, so now what? So I pull in the parking lot here, and they got a building there that says they got their own Opry and all that. Then I seen these buildings. They're kind of cartoonish that they built. They're huge. They're absolutely huge. You'll see them here in a minute. We got Rick Skinner in the house. Ernest Hyatt. Fadeaway Joe. D. Meyer. Prairie Life. Karen's in the house. Hello to you. Now check out this upside down building. They built it like that. It's some type of kid attraction or whatever it is. I don't even know what it is. I didn't go inside. But I pulled up and I said, I gotta at least try to film this, and it's raining. So I didn't even use a GoPro. I got out with my phone. And there it is. It's got upside down trees hanging off of it. Look at the lights hanging off this thing. They built it like that. It's some type of kid attraction. I'm not sure what it is. There's a Hard Rock Cafe. This whole little block here had a bunch of these style buildings and all that. And you could hear a lot of music playing and whatnot coming from the inside. Just wasn't sure what it was. But look, there's an upside down fire hydrant. They even had a FedEx drop box upside down. Pretty well designed, well engineered. But have you ever seen anything like that in your life? Unreal. Once again, this is Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Now look at this building. Supposedly they got dinner shows here. They're a comedy types thing. You could eat dinner and there's comedy shows a couple nights a week. It's called the Hatfield McCoy. All kinds of old antique cars. Now they got that other building built across the street like a big earthquake hit. Then there's a ship up there called the Titanic. It's got an iceberg hanging out of the side of it. Once again, this whole area with that dolly work, it's all kid stuff. I mean, just endless amusement park, gift shop, restaurants, motels, mile after mile. And the rain was really, by now I'm getting pretty soaked. Larry Johnson in the house. Ernest is in the house. Rick Skinner. But look at the building. Isn't that cool? I mean, it's really well engineered. Extremely well. Then they got the old trucks down there. It's definitely tourist upon tourist. We've got 191 people. This is Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. I filmed this a few days ago during my rainy stay here. I think we're about at the end of this video. I got another video coming up here in a minute. Yep, that's about it for that. But that's what it was. I mean, I was stuck in a van. I'm trying to film. I got caught up on all my emails. I got caught up on all the work I've been putting off for quite a while. Zaha's in the house. Good evening, Zaha. Hello, hello. Mike R. KN Kanasa. We love your videos in Chicago. Good evening. Meant to be RVing. There's a Wonderworks in Myrtle Beach. It's an indoor amusement park. Yeah. About everything here in this whole stretch between that Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. It was just nothing but amusement stuff. Mike R's in the house. Tim Dupree. Fenapel says, hi, folks. Joel. Big Duke X. Joe Weatherly. Dan is in the house. Brent. Hello, Brent. Wacky Place. Yeah. Larry Bozeman. Chief of My Lee says, rush your suburb video. Hello. And Susie. Good evening to you all. Yeah, I drove through that. There's a comment here. Susan Boatman said that I think I pronounced it Seaver or Saver County. There's Saverville. And there was amusements up there. And I did get to check out the Air Museum. I did make a video on that. That'll be coming out later. But Tuesday, you'll see the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. I definitely got that filmed. That was cool. Really enjoyed that. Robert the Traveler's in the house. Best Ever's here. Larry Dirks, good evening. CLR, hello. Hi, Russ. Keep up terrific videos. He's in Arizona. Good evening. Victor Debs. Jeff Harris. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, here's a picture right here. That's what I found when I hit Cherokee, North Carolina. Out, but they had diesel. And check this out. Could get 10 gallons. Well, I needed more than 10 gallons, but the next morning I went back and got another 10. So the van was full. And, but there's only like four or five gas stations there, and half of them don't even sell diesel. But luckily, I guess most stations have more diesel. It was gasoline they were really out of down there. And here's a map between Pigeon Forge and going down to Cherokee, and that's going through the Great Smoky Mountains, and that's the videos coming up this week. You're going to see the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, and also Cherokee, North Carolina. And after that, you're going to see 90 miles of the Blue Ridge Highway. I was able to capture that, which is pretty good. ED Laws in the house. Linda Shelton, good evening. Donna, good evening. Tim Dupree, Drones Travels, hello. Grand Rapid, Michigan. Donna says, hey, Russ, love the videos. Thank you. Rowdy ones there. My goodness. Check out Charleston. Yeah, I'm not going to go any farther south. I'm not going to go any farther east. I just can't fight. It's too much time is passing by here. Way over time. A lot of this stuff's planned weeks and months in advance. And I just got to actually just make an adjustment and head north. I got to get up where there's fuel and also hopefully a little better weather where it's not quite so rainy. This is a rainy time here. I understand it. I knew I'd hit rain, but I'd never figured this much rain. So, oh well. It's all good. We're still capturing video. Just not as much as I was really hoping. Tom Adams is in the house. Love the series on Arizona. Good. Says been many spots. ED Laws in the house. Good audio. Driver Dave. Hello. Good evening. Did I run into any moonshiners down there? No, but I'm looking. There is so many distilleries. When I was in that Pigeon Forge, I don't know how many. And they all sold all different flavors of moonshine. But it's still not the good stuff like you get up in the hills, I bet. Jeff Harris is in the house. Mike was in Quartzsite today. Randy's has the best dollar burgers. James Barton. Michael in Pensacola, Florida. Good evening. John Villarreal says, hi, love you. He's in Arizona. We got a lot of Arizona tonight. Peter says, enjoying the Tennessee videos. Rodney's in the house. Love the videos. Stay safe. Thank you, Rodney. Tom Adams says, I'm traveling from Arizona to Illinois in June and up to Michigan, or Minnesota, excuse me, in July. Nice. Perfect weather. That'd be a good time of year. I'm really thinking once I track up into Virginia and get up a little farther, things will be working out. As long as I get fuel. I never expected in a million years to hit a fuel shortage, of all things. So far this trip, since I left, 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks, it's been snow in Mexico, high winds, severe weather in Texas, Oklahoma, all the way across Arkansas. Tennessee, it just rained. Now we got fuel shortage in North Carolina. Hey, why not? It's fun. Carla's in the house, says hi from Mississippi. William, hello. Cornville, Arizona. Jay Marie's in the house. Keith Largan, good evening. Missouri Travels. Fuel prices are crazy. Yeah, so far they didn't gouge them too much. They could have, I guess, gouged it. By the way, I'm broadcasting straight out of the van. We are up and running in the van. I'm in a little RV park in Ashville, North Carolina. In the morning, I'm going to make the final decision whether I just track straight north or try to hang here for another day. I don't know yet. It looks 80% like I'm heading north. It's okay. We'll be filming no matter where we go. David Romero's in the house from Las Cruces, New Mexico. Greg Lambris, Columbus, Ohio. I might be coming up to Columbus, Ohio pretty quick. Steve Anderson's in the house. Texas lady, hello. Ashley, you hello. Love the videos of Arizona. Thank you. Will I show Scottsdale and Tucson? Of course. Actually, I've done a little bit of Scottsdale. It's probably 2-3 years ago. William Bowman, William Bowman, RVerTV. Yay. Good evening, William. Wilma L's in the house from Stockton, California. I know where that is. Steve Cohen's in the house from South Dakota. Ride with Tyler. Hello. Mark Owens. Good evening. Come to Michigan. I think I will. Roger Shervington. Hello. I was sorry if I mispronounced your name. Hello from San Bernardino County. Diane S. Just got back from Branson. Hello. Nat and Kat. Hello. Husband retired December. We're going to be traveling to Yuma. Cool. From Vermont to Yuma. Rowdy one just came up on Interstate 81. No problems with fuel. Good. That's good to know. James Floyd. Yeah, I've been really clocking Gas Buddy. That's a pretty good app. I didn't use it that often, but because there's always fuel, but when there isn't, that's a really good app. They're pretty accurate too, especially with diesel. I've been lucky with diesel. So there's more diesel around than gasoline. They keep saying on the news they could take 2 weeks around North Carolina here to actually get it back up running for lower part of Virginia, South Carolina, and down in Georgia. Those have been hit the hardest. Some kind of pipeline thing. They're calling it a natural disaster on some of the things. Gordon Wellman. Hello, Gail Prentice. Good evening, Gail Prentice. I know you. Hello, good evening to you in Rainbow Acres, which is Quartzsite. Connie Garland, hello. They're in Pigeon Forge Friday and Saturday. Think India. Dean T. from Niagara Falls, Ontario, hello. Jeff's in the house. I'm trying to catch everyone. I hope I caught them all. Grandson is in the house from Chicago. Steve from Chicago, hello. Shooter McGalvin. Have I been to Brownsville? No, not yet. Yes, I would consider it. Yes, I would. Mike's in the house. Jeff Harris, Lau Watkins. Oh, look at this. We got a super chat from Peter. Thank you, Peter. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you, thank you. That really does help the travels. Thank you, thank you. You don't know how much that does. Carla's in the house. Gary Coleman said, enjoyed the Grand Ole Opry. That was cool. It's too bad you can't video it, but they play so much copyrighted music, you would never be able to show it on YouTube. So doing it with the pictures, it worked out. I really enjoyed it. It's probably the best museum or tour like that I've taken in a long time. It was extremely well done. And they also really gear it towards the fans. And that was different. If you ever get it in Nashville, go see it. It's well worth it. Marlon Morgan, hi from Delaware. Good evening. Gnome for Randy. Hi, I miss Quartzsite. Yeah, Quartzsite gets in your blood. We have 227 people watching. My name's Russ. This is RVerTV, and I am broadcasting live right now out of North Carolina, where there's no fuel. Well, they're working on it. Carla said, we didn't feel the grass crunch at Mississippi. No, I don't think it reached that far. It's kind of like these 3 or 4 states right here. It's wherever that pipeline was feeding all the fuel here. Then they couldn't get the trucks to deliver. We got Chris Nicole. He goes, hello from Pueblo, Colorado. J. Marie, does the GoPro take still photos? You bet it does. Super high quality photos. Nick Anderson, we're on the Blue Ridge today, north of you. There's also diesel in Virginia. Good. Yeah, that Blue Ridge mountain. Oh my goodness, that was beautiful. what a stretch between Cherokee and here in Asheville. And probably won't be able to do the whole stretch this time, but it's definitely going to be on the bucket list for future travels. Grant Edgar's in the house. Says, my RV and family are in Canada. We're now in New Zealand with no COVID. Great. Vicky Kurtz, hi Russ, love your videos. Kevin Sheldon in Boise, Idaho, good evening. JM, Arizona. He's in Tucson. Tim's going to the Outer Banks. Joel says, the pictures I did at Grand Ole Opry were amazing. Beautiful place. My wife and I will definitely go because of what you showed us. Thank you. Good. Oh my goodness. Check it out. We got another super chat. Robert Funk. Thank you, Robert. Says, loving the trip so far, us. Safe travels. Thank you. It's been a one rainy one, but you know, it's one for the memory books. It all turns into memories and history after a while, but the videos will always be there. Might not be exactly what I wanted to film, but we got something filmed anyway. You know, just like Nashville, when you go down those museums, run around the town. I've never been there before. Out west, I've been to a lot of places multiple times, and I know where things are at. Out here, I am just wide open. I have no clue. And I know I miss a lot of things on the travels, but next trip through, I'll catch it. Just like Arkansas, it rained so much, I just drove across the state. I'm going to go back to Arkansas and definitely film it. I'm going to go back to Oklahoma and really get in and film that state too. There's a lot of good things to see there, both those states. Just this trip, this wasn't going to work, not with the weather. We got Mountain Goat. Says, hey, Russ from Kentucky. Did I hit the Mammoth Caves in Kentucky and Daniel Boone? No, I haven't. Jeff Harris is in New Zealand. Ronnie Ennis. Good evening. St. Joe, Texas. Good evening. Susan Bowman says, if you're in Tennessee, you'll love Virginia. Yeah, I think I'll like Virginia. And that's the direction I'm heading. I'm heading north. Right out of here. Kitty Girl Productions, new subscriber. About to head out of my camper van. Cool. Rowdy One says, Russ, think about taking the blue from Asheville to Fancy Gap, Virginia. Then Interstate 77 to 81 if heading north. It's awesome. Well, if I can get the fuel, that would be a good idea. I'll think about that, Rowdy. Thank you. Because I'm really debating which way to go in the morning. Because I just don't want to have to mess with the fuel thing. I really don't. It's not worth it. 211 people watching. This is RVerTV. I'm broadcasting live. You guys want to see another video? This video is me driving through Pigeon Forge and downtown Gatlinburg. If you want to see it, give me a yes over in the comments. Paula Plant says, hi, Russ. Karen says, love your show. Thank you. Foxy Dog. It's JM Tucson's sister in North Alabama. Good evening. I'm looking for that Rowdy One. I got to remember that. Fancy Gap, Virginia. I got to write that down. Thank you. Any other suggestions, put them in the comments. Dave Rogers in the house. Fred Nort ND says, yes. Okay, we got all kinds of yeses. Joe Weatherly says, love you, RVerTV. Thank you. Keith Larkin. Glenn Bailey's in the house. Rogerville, Tennessee. Okay, let's watch this video. All right. This was after a rainstorm. Still cloudy. And this is that US 441. This will take us all the way down to Gatlinburg. And I'm trying to show on the side just some of the buildings and the businesses, but they're all amusement driven, kids, all kinds of just everything, restaurants and motels. Daniel Merrick's in the house, says New Boston, Michigan. Dan Pocale, good evening from Ohio. I hope I pronounced that right, Dan. If I didn't, I apologize. Duncan Warrior 71, miss you, Russ. I know those guys. Duncan Warrior. Rick Skinner's in the house, Toller, Texas. You're watching the video. This is driving on US 441 through Pigeon Forge. And just motel after motel, amusement type style businesses. This is where that Dollywood is. Huge, huge attraction. This is, I call it Tennessee's version of like a Disneyland. We got a super chat in. Grandson, thank you. Grandson of Behemoth. Can't wait for the South Dakota videos. I am definitely going to South Dakota this year. Thank you for the super chat. Okay, now here we're leaving Pigeon Forge and we're getting into Gatlinburg. Now in this week's video, you're going to see a whole bunch more of that road that goes through Great Smoky Mountain National Park. So this is just kind of snippets during the cloudy. Now I could not believe this was like on a Tuesday at 9:30 in the morning. Traffic was backed up. It took me like 15 minutes to get through this traffic here. Then I went through town and it was just loaded full of people. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. Busy place. But look at the old buildings. Very old style, kind of rustic. This is definitely the hills of Tennessee here. Smoky Mountain. But it's really touristy. It's all motels, hotels, gift shops, which is good. There's nothing wrong with it. But it was kind of different. I thought it'd be different, but it wasn't. But look how colorful all the buildings are. I'm sure on a sunny day it'd really be colors pop. Now I'm using the GoPro Hero 9. This is mounted on outside of the van, magnetic mount above the windshield. Really gives you a full view when you're driving. Well regards in the house, hello. Keith Larkin says there's an Air Force Museum in Dayton. Yes, there is, sir. But once again, this is Gatlinburg, Tennessee. This is just extra footage that I shot to show what downtown looks like driving through. I did not stop. It was just too packed. Actually, when I got done here, I drove back to Pigeon Forge, back to that RV park. Because I really wanted a nice day to go film the national park, which I did get. Coming up this week, you'll have the Great Smoky Mountain National Park video, Cherokee, North Carolina video with the Indian Museum that is really well done. Beautiful artwork in it. Then also the first 90 miles of the Blue Ridge Parkway so far. And you can just see, you just kind of meander through town. A lot of people in the streets. Actually, I was shocked how busy it was. This is recorded footage from a few days ago. Then there's that Space Needle thing. It's a tower you can climb up in there and take stairs up. And you can oversee the valley. Now, I'll give you a little spoiler. In the upcoming Smoky Mountain National Park video, I take the bypass and we can see downtown from up on top of the mountain. But this gives you a good idea of what Gatlinburg is. Very touristy. Look at all the people on the streets. I mean, this is like 9:30 in the morning. Cloudy. It was cold that day. Believe it, big old Ripley's, believe it or not, there. Walgreens. I mean, it's a busy Five Guys, burgers. But the colors of the building, it's like a mini Pigeon Forge. We got a super chat. Thank you, John and Karen B. Thank you. Says happy trails, loving the videos. Thank you guys. I really appreciate that. Tom C's in the house. Timothy Perez. Dave says my hometown's Pigeon Forge. Cool. It's a good town. Just I'm not into all the amusement stuff. But we're getting near the end here of Gatlinburg, Tennessee. This is US 441. Now, if you keep going straight, you end up right in the national park, and the video is going to stop right up here. But this week, I think Tuesday, it's scheduled to come out on RVerTV. It'll be the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. I actually hiked a trail to see a waterfall, all kinds of cool stuff coming up this week. And also Cherokee, North Carolina. But that's about it for Gatlinburg here. Okay, not bad. John and Karen B, thank you again. Tony in the house, San Diego. Valerine the Mac, good evening. Rosita Garcia from Oxnard, California. Jeff Harris, good evening. Lori in the house. Richard's in the house. Tim Dupree. Glenn Bailey's in the house. Good evening. Dean T. Beauregard, hello. You're always in here. Good evening to you. Susan said the Smokies is the busiest national park. It is. You'll see that in the video. Coming up this week, it'll be, I already got it edited and it's loaded, ready to go out Tuesday afternoon. That'll hit. And then the Cherokee, North Carolina video will come out Thursday. Then end of this coming week will be the Blue Ridge videos. Videos usually run 3 to 4 days behind. It takes me that long just to edit and get them published. I can't do it instantly, but there's never more than a week out at all. Glenn Bailey asked, which park did I stay at in Pigeon Forge? Oh, I don't remember the name of it. It was right on the river, right behind a big ball field. Richard L., no sun, no gas. What are you doing there? Thank you. I'm leaving. That's what I'm doing, Richard. I got enough fuel in this thing right now. I can do 300 miles. I think in 300 miles I'll find a tank of fuel if I head north. Good one. That's funny, Richard. Thank you. Jeff's in the house, says, hi, Russ. Can you share tips on how to stay so confident traveling to new cities daily? I love it. I mean, I guess confident. Once you get into the RV lifestyle, I mean, when you change scenery, it's really part of it. You kind of pick and choose, and you're going to find good and bad. So you just, some places you don't like, you just keep on going. So, but to be confident, map yourself out, plan it, I try to. You'll be fine. Let's see. Kent McConnell's in the house. Thank you. Good evening. Medjewel Maker Sue from Delray Beach. Hello. Good evening to you. Travel Backroads. Hello from Selman Sandon. Arm, British Columbia. Sorry. Can't even talk. Mike's in the house. Natural Bridge, Virginia. Huh. Have to check it out. George Washington carved his name in a rock. I'll be darned. Huh. Ramon's in the house. Hello from Puerto Rico. Good evening. I gotta get a drink. Matter of fact, this is RVerTV. We're broadcasting live. We're broadcasting out of North Carolina. 257 people watching. GRPC Church, Norton, Virginia. Live about 3 hours and wish you were there. I'd like to have met you. Oh, thank you. Jess Carey's in the house. Annie Duncan. I know that name. Hello, Annie Duncan. That's my kid. Marina, Texas. Hello, Russ, new subscriber from Houston, Texas. Mariana, I'm sorry. I probably mispronounced your name. Craig Elliott, hello. What's the plastic V-shaped things on the back of the van? Those are air tabs. They deflect the air. They push the air off so there's no drag on the back of the vehicle. I have them on my motorhome. They work very well for performance. I was asked if they help in fuel. Don't know. Sorry, had to get a drink. Talking too much. On the beach is in the house. The beach lady says hi to Russ. Hello, beach lady. Let's see. Thomas Sheets. Hello. Tom and Julian, Arkansas. And he goes, thank you for all the RVerTV support. You bet. That's my kid. And we got a super chat. Thank you, Nancy Kreider. Thank you. That really helps the channel. It really does. You have no clue how much that really helps. And thank you for supporting RVerTV. Everything goes towards travel. Goes for a diesel that I can't get. Buck Reynolds is in the house. Says, hi, Uncle Roscoe. He's been doing that for years. Hello, Buck. Karen Bricks. Karen and Reynolds from Buttercup Ranger Station, Imperial Sand Dunes. Love your show. Stay safe. Cool. I was just at the Buttercup Ranger Station, a couple months ago. Drove through there. It was nice. Tom C's in the house. Craig Elliott said they're called air tabs. Yes. Yeah, they're air tabs or vortex generators, whatever you call. They're on airplanes. A lot of semi-trucks use them. They push out the air and there's less drag on the vehicle. On the motorhome, that worked great. That's a 38-foot Newmar Class A. And that thing was all over the road in windstorms. And after I put those air tabs, it helped. Oh, so much. Chewy M's in the house. Says, hi from Sydney, Australia. Good evening. Richard asks, am I going back to Glacier Park if it's open? Not this year, but I definitely am going back there. Mike Austin, Waynesville, North Carolina, in the house. You're not too far away. Do you have fuel in Waynesville? Mike. Ravishing Rick Rude. Am I going through Zion anytime soon? Maybe this fall. That's really not too far from where I'm at in Arizona. And Zion would definitely be one to go back to. Tennessee Adventure Man. You were close to where I live, and is it, I guess, Seaverville or Siverville, Tennessee? I know I mispronounced it. Wayne Van Dyke's in the house in New York. Carol Hall, your photography is wonderful. Thank you. Ray and Donna, hello from Kingman, Arizona. Hey guys, how you doing? Thank you, thank you. E.D. Law, Kingston, Oklahoma. Mariana in Texas says, what kind of drone are you using? I use a DJI. It's the Mavic Mini 2, and I just got the DJI Mavic. It's actually not a Mavic. DJI Air 2 Pro. How do they come up with these names? It's the latest model out. It has a very good camera on it. And I've only got to fly and flew it one time since I got it because of weather. Tom sees it. Great video audio quality for the live. Thank you. Did the videos look good when I broadcast them live like that? Say yes if they did. Zerky Fizzy. Man, I love these names. Hope you enjoyed the beautiful state of Tennessee. I think Tennessee is one of the prettiest places I've seen in a long time. The greenery there is just fantastic. The waterways. The people, you know, when you talk to the people of Tennessee, they go, you ask them, do you like living here? And all they do is say, yeah. Even the winter times, they say it's not too bad. It gets cold, but not a ton of snow. Heather Bishop says, just finished my first trip to Arizona. Thank you for the guidance. Keep up trucking, Russ. Heather, thank you, Heather. Joel Kubid says, COVID in 2020. Whatever. Michael says, any chance of going to Vermont? Boy, I don't know. That's a long ways up there. I'll have to think about that. LC's, hey, Russ, you're in my town of Alamogordo. Thank you. Yeah. The only disappointment I had there, that Rocket Museum was closed when I was there. I'll have to go back, and I really wanted to see it. Heather Bishop, Ohio native, just finished first trip to Arizona. Okay. Mike Austin, fuel. Very hard to get in Waynesville. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Same here in Asheville. And in Cherokee, it was impossible. But once again, this van holds over 20 gallons, and it gets extremely good gas mileage, especially if you don't push it too hard. This thing will get almost 25, 28 miles a gallon. For as big of a vehicle as it is, it's phenomenal. And definitely was worth having in this kind of a deal. Because the range, I could actually get 450 miles if I really pushed it off one tank. Gary and Sandy Darby, future wandering RVers. Cool. Can't wait to see you out here on the road. Definitely come to Quartzsite. Dave goes, pronounced Sevierville. Okay. Thank you. Crimo Carmen says, Mr. Russ, you're awesome. Thank you. Jess Bergen, thanks for introducing me to Goldfield, Nevada. Radio station in the older video you did. For folks that love bluegrass music, check out the radio. Yeah, okay. Now, the goal field was different. Now, I walked them streets and there was no one around. That was different. Okay, everyone's saying yes. Good. I'm glad. It's hard to tell when you're broadcasting live how well a video is going out because I'm running off these jetpacks. They're little jetpacks that I get, the AT&T and Verizon ones. You never know because the bandwidth is always going up and down and all around. Ray and Donna says yes, yes. Thank you all. And thank you all for watching. We're 52 minutes into this. 240 people. My name's Russ. I'm broadcasting live straight out of Ashville, North Carolina. It's been a rainy, sloppy, tight last couple of weeks trying to get videos done, but we're getting them done. We just got the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. That's a mouthful to say. Filmed and edited. That's coming out to you Tuesday. Thursday will be Cherokee, North Carolina. What a neat town. It's like a big park. I mean, extremely well laid out. A river runs through it, divides the town. And there's actually a massive Harrah's casino there. I've never seen a town like that. Nestled in all the hills and the woods and the trees there. It was just beautiful. Connie asked, do I know Sevierville is Dolly Parton's hometown? Yes. They got statues of her. She owns that whole area. I mean, it's Dolly Parton everything there. Brenda asks, hi, Russ. Hello, Brenda. Starlight Annie, hello from Beaumont, California. SK Ariel says, enjoy watching channel. Give us a great spots to explore. Thank you. Connie Garland. Oh, yeah, okay. Shelly Taylor's in the house. Says, the videos are great. Make it a bucket list. Cool. And we got a super chat. Wilma L. Thank you, Wilma L. Great supporter of the channel. Thank you for that super chat. That really does help. Mariana from Texas says, have a great evening. We'll check your videos out. Thank you for tuning in, subscribing. Ramon asks, where's the place, city, or national park that you have loved the most? Wow. As for national parks, one of the most breathtaking ones was Bryce up there in Utah. That was those mountain formations and all that was breathtaking. I wouldn't say it's the most favorite, but it's very impressive up there. Joshua Tree National Park in California is a neat thing. It kind of reminds you of the Flintstones, these massive mountains with big boulders and all the trees. It's kind of cool too. Russell 3380 video is great. Wayne Price, hello from Abingdon, Virginia. Sorry, my voice is giving out. Karen Bricks, have you heard of Vorblades? Nope. Alan Semena from Minnesota. Alan, I'm sorry I mispronounced your name. Tom C's in the house. Hello. Richard L. I always get rained on in Tennessee and North Carolina. Yep. Bring your umbrella here. But you know, if you wait too much later in the year, you'll be in the hot, humid summer too. So maybe the fall. I bet the fall colors. Now, when you go across that parkway, that Blue Ridge Parkway, you're going to see in the videos coming up what I filmed there. It was, just breathtaking, all the trees. But I bet in the fall with the colors, they'd really be spectacular. Val Chavez, Russ, you must have met Traveling Robert. Not yet. Nope. Not yet. Ken Davis, Havasu is getting hot. Oh, you bet it'll get hot. It's not even started there yet. It'll be 120 in the shade. Aaron Jamison's in the house. How are you doing in Iowa, sir? I might even make it through Iowa. Christian's MX Vlogs. Hey, Russ. Hey, Christian. How you doing? Stargrove's gonna make it to West Virginia this trip. I might try to pick up a corner if I can get the fuel. You know, it's frustrating. You know, I got all this time in fighting the raindrops, and then you can't get fuel. So we'll see. But that's a great question. If I get fuel, I would love to see a little bit of West Virginia at least. Leanne's in the house from Arkansas. Good evening, Desert Prospector from Yuma. Hello. Deborah Salinas says, watching her YouTube videos on my huge TV. Thank you. Love the beautiful bright pink flowers. Cool. Have Rex Null asks, have I ever had any UFO encounters in Arizona, Nevada? Well, I've really met some people from out of this world, so I guess so. Jackie P's in the house, Indiana. Hello. Greg Peterson from Tallahassee. Oh, man. Christian says, I hope you get home safe. Thank you. Million Mile Drive. I love that name. That is cool. What a good YouTube name. Any thoughts of heading north of the 49th when the border reopens? Yeah. I don't know when they're going to open. I don't think I could fit it in this year. But definitely next year. You bet I would. Russell, okay, this is good information. No fuel problems in Pennsylvania from Russell 3380. Thank you. Nomadic Weather Bear, good evening. Thank you for tuning in. Are you in a place that has out of gas? Yes. All in North Carolina. What'd they say? 70% of the stations are out, and a lot of it's gasoline for cars. Thank God the van's diesel. And so you can get diesel a little bit more than you can the gasoline, but definitely, yeah, definitely here. Mountain Maniac says Tennessee rocks. You bet it does. Richard Kent. Weather in Florida, no rain, nice and dry. You probably got fuel down there too. Robert Brown, how you doing? Thomas Mailer, my wife and I think you should have t-shirts available that say RVerTV. Check it out. And keep on trucking. Okay, good idea. That's a real good idea. Sorry, got to get a drink. Greg Peterman says, Rich Kent's right. Okay. Annie and Shelly and all you guys, you hear that? T-shirts that say, check it out and keep on trucking. Yay. Wendy and Rancourt, love your channel. You like history and you should come to Boston. Should. That'd be great. I think I'm going to have to dedicate a whole travel season to the Northeast like that. Just not pop in there. That's kind of what I figured here, too. I kind of mismanaged. I wasn't planning on so much bad weather. When I mapped myself out, I thought I could get off the side roads and travel a little bit. But when I hit that batch of severe weather and everything, that really goofed me up. You learn, even at all the years I've been doing this, you still learn doing it. Every day you learn. Oh, yeah. Did you hear they closed the I-40 bridge? Did I get a picture of that? Oh, man. There was a massive crack in the I-40 bridge going across the Mississippi River. And they discovered it 3 days after I drove across it. which, I mean, might have lasted forever, but who knows. But still, when you see that stuff, because when you're on that bridge, that is a massive river. You're going across that for about a mile. That's a lot of bridge. You're way up there. But yes, Richard, good question. T-Rex RV travels. Hey, Russ in Southern Ohio. Fuel is full of fuel and things are open nicely. Good. I'll be in Ohio. Dave Morgan, is that moonshine you're drinking? Yeah. Yep. RVerTV moonshine. Sorry. Deborah Selena says, just found your videos today, watching your live on my phone. Thank you, Deborah. Wes Dill says, hello, thanks for your amazing travel videos. Thank you. Kenneth Reader's in the house. Good evening. JP's here from Calgary. Paul Kakuza. Hope I said that right. Just got back from a quick trip to Vegas. Vegas is pretty busy. That's good. Because that place got massacred with the... I mean, there's... I mean, they were down and out when I was there last time. Julie Tooley says, good to be here. Hello, Julie Tooley. Good evening. Aaron Jameson, all is well in Amana RV Park. All right. Well, I think we got through everybody. 245 people. We're in this about an hour. Okay. Coming up this week, Tuesday, will be the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Yogi Bear and all that. Mr. Ranger. No, I did a complete drive-through of it. Hiked a little trail. That's a really good video coming out. On Thursday will be Cherokee, North Carolina. Beautiful town. I mean, it's Indian reservation, but it's extremely well done. Spotless. It's like a big park. Just beautiful. I was so impressed with that place. Had a really nice Indian museum I went through, too. You'll see that. Then left Cherokee, coming up here to Asheville. You'll be seeing probably 2 videos of the Parkway, Blue Ridge Parkway. Now I'll be coming up too. Bob B's in the house. Grand Ole Opry, learned a lot. Alan Sematina, love your show. 2 co-workers retiring, going out RVing. That's cool, Alan. Thanks for watching. All right, well, I'm going to cut this off now. And thanks for tuning in. I just wanted to pop in here and do a little update on the travel because things are changing by the minute, especially on the fuel thing. I did not plan on that at all. The goal was to go all the way across North Carolina. I was going to hit the ocean, but I'm not going to fight the fuel thing, and I'm just not going to sit somewhere for days or weeks till they figure it out. So anyway, that's the way it goes there. So in the morning, I'll make my final decision, but chances are I'll be heading north up through probably West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Ohio area. So look out. Here RVerTV comes. Thank you all for watching. Thank each and every one of you for tuning in and being a fan and just supporting RVerTV. I really do appreciate it all. All right. Good night, all.